For this episode of Florida Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places, we begin in this overgrown, forgotten field just before a farm. You can make out the house and the silo over there, the old barn. Out this way, we're going to explore this forgotten farm to start off with. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time. Some of these weeds are taller than me. I got to be very careful. Oh boy. Should have brought a machete. Made it through the thickest part of the brush. Look out there. Looks like an old barn, maybe a house. Definitely forgotten. A silo to the left, a bunch of ivy hanging down it. Here we go. Actually, there's something to my left out that way. I might head there first. Forgotten shed over here. Looks like there's some stuff inside. Oh, and there's more stuff out there. We got a lot of stuff out here. Some old equipment underneath in the shadows. Here you are, now inside. It's cool in here. Old loader. I wonder if that thing still runs. It hasn't been backed out in a while, as you can see. Trees are still there. Check it out. Just forgotten out here. It looks like the property around this one, all the way around, is being developed for new neighborhoods. So I can imagine that this will all be disappearing very soon. I'm gonna try to check that out there. See if I can get out there. And the farm gate, wide open. Encroaching. Oh yeah. This used to be probably a little cattle corral, if I had to guess. Long forgotten and overgrown. Here we are. Oh yeah. It's wide open. A little awning off to the right. Gates open. Another piece of old equipment underneath that shed over there. Be careful. Hello? Anyone home? Could be animals in here. Hello? Ooh. Stables. Ooh. Looks like it's just forgotten. There haven't been animals in here in a long time. Check every stall. All right, come in peace. Refrigerator. Oh man, that's old. Should I? Look at this room. Oh, disgusting. Oh, that stench. Welch's milk? Ew. Oh, that probably wasn't milk. Gross. And to top it all off, 2 toilets. Should I open that? No, I'm not gonna open that. They've got a fire extinguisher out here, that's good. Oh boy, yeah, this is cool. And then a look out the window here. A little awning. And then right here, look out to the field. Yeah, you can see dust clouds of construction over there. They're developing a neighborhood. Looks like I found the old pathway. You can see the tire tracks right here in the grass. We're going right towards the house. Another fence, farm gate, right here, wide open. Just walking on up. Wow. Nice little cool spot here too. Silo, brick house, I believe. You can't tell from the road back there, but that is definitely made of brick. A lot of brush. Watching my feet and my 6. It's a cool house. I don't think this was a house. This was definitely some kind of storage or a barn for whatever they were doing out here. And it looks like those doors right there, metal doors by the way, they've got a padlock. There is a way to get in right there. And also beneath the silo over here, looks like the windows are open here on the side. Well, that's pretty thick right there. Yeah, I think I can get in there that way, but I think I'm gonna go this way first. The porch. Here we go. Oh, it's on. Hello? Anyone out here? Watch your step. Oh, wow. This must have been an old dairy farm. I'll show you in a second. Another refrigerator. Oh, this is like a kitchen. This may have been, oh my gosh, either a dairy farm. There's a tree growing in here. Look at that. Ooh, watch your step. Oh, there's something over there too. I'll show you all of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is where they milk cows. Or, yeah, these look like showers or something. Something to do with cattle. There's an old machine here. There's a grain silo. Oh my God, this may have been an old slaughterhouse. This very well could have been. All the old machinery's in here. It also just stinks in here. Look at that. Just left out here. Also, oh my gosh. Look at that old antique record player. Gotta take a look at that. Yeah, this is eerie. Comment below. It's either, I think it's a slaughterhouse, but they could have milked cows in here. It is creepy. Look at this old record player. Oh my gosh. That thing's beautiful. And there's the old horn. Wow, it broke off. Who knows how old that is. The old dials. That's amazing. Just sitting by the window. Also an old, looks like an old exercise bike back there. A row bike. Evercycle. That's vintage. Yeah, there's a bunch of old antiques in here. And off here is the silo. I'm gonna take a peek in there and be very careful. Check this out. Oh, light switch. Oh, it's seized up. No power, still got the bulb though. First I'll show you the top and then we'll come down. Check this out. Hello? Whoa. Hello? Oh my gosh. This is wicked. Oh look, there's like a ladder right above me, so if someone needed to climb up. Wow. Yeah. There you go. I'm trying to get the widest angle for you. Sticking my camera out. Bunch of ferns right there in the middle. Pull you out. That's where we just were. Yeah, sick. Silo. Woo! Get a little dizzy. Gonna look back. Wonder how many cattle came through here. How many cows? Yeah, it's freaking sick. Big vines growing up the silo now. This was some sort of a scale now that I look at it. Yeah, it's an old scale. Look at that. And some sort of an auger right there. Huh. I'm sure someone knows exactly what that is. This is an old dolly. Very old dolly. I think this was a dairy farm. Cows would be standing right here as they were milked. Yeah. There you go. And they would enter right here. This is the corral area. Oh yeah, there's more stuff. Well, just dead ends, but there's an old steel fence here. This is where the cattle entered. This is where they would milk them. Sick. Old sprinkler system. Okay, there's a couple more things to show you in here. The bathroom. Check this out. Old door here. Wooden door, sink. Toilet. Ugh. No. Yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Nice little view too, if you had to. Also, look at that. That'll teepee. Must be 2020 or something, bro. Okay, one more room through that old screen door. I think it's old. Oh, there's another door right here. Just gonna swing it open. Must have been the office. Oh, this was the lab. This was the lab. Look at this. The milk must have came through here, and this is where they did all the pasteurizing and testing. This is an old dairy farm. This is sick. Look at this. Holy cow. All right. As I said, I think this place is most likely going away very soon. There's an old water heater. Another door. Yeah, this is definitely the lab. All right. Cool. Better shut the light off. Okay. All right. That's a way to start off there. Very cool. Had a good time in there. I hope you enjoyed that tour. There is so much ahead, my friends. I've got a long walk back to my car, back to the main road, but I won't make you wait. And now we come to the heart of Bartow, Florida. Welcome to the City of Bartow Courthouse. Actually, I believe this is the Polk County Courthouse. We are in the heart of Polk County. Old Polk County Courthouse. Polk County was established on February 8th, 1861, formed from eastern Hillsborough County and western Brevard County, and comprised one of two counties created after the state's secession from the Union. Polk County was named after James Knox Polk, the 11th President of the United States, James K. Polk. And we have now made it southeast of town to this historic home. There's a lot of history right here. We'll get to it, but I just wanted to say, I've been to Bartow a few times. I visited the Wonder House. I've also visited the Franklin House, which was the filming location to a movie called My Girl. But I've never been to this one. There's so many things to see right here in this historic little town. Welcome to the historic L.B. Brown House, circa 1892. Enjoy a self-guided tour of the home's exterior. Full tours will be conducted if attendant is available. Otherwise, guided tours can be scheduled by calling that number and emailing that email. And there's more signage as we go, but I'm assuming, and that probably is, L.B. Brown. And that was this house. L.B. Brown House, circa 1892. The L.B. Brown House was built during the period of Bartow's initial development. It is a good example of frame vernacular construction typical of the period. This house is decorated with intricate millwork and gingerbread. The house has 9 rooms. The Brown House was built by Lawrence Bernard Brown, who lived from 1856 to 1941, who was born into slavery in Waukechuta, I hope I said that right, outside of Archer. He moved to DeLand around 1882, where he built a number of houses. Lawrence moved to Bartow during the 1880s and built a large number of dwellings, one of which was the L.B. Brown House, this one. Lawrence and Annabelle, 1882 to 1938. Brown raised 7 children here. Lawrence and his wife are buried in the Evergreen Cemetery in Bartow. The house is now owned by the Neighborhood Improvement Corporation of Bartow. Restoration was completed in 2001, and you can just walk right up to the porch. There's a nice little plank here off L.B. Brown Boulevard or Avenue into the L.B. Brown house. Look at this. Definitely not open, as the sign says. You have to make an appointment, but we can walk around. There's quite a few things to see, and perhaps we can peek through the windows. Look at the stained glass here. 1892, that's a long time ago for Florida. Yeah, you can barely peek through there. Cool rocking chair, and a couple more there. I'm gonna peek through the glass here. This is the main door. See if we can see inside. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful staircase there. Some more chairs. I like the wallpaper. I've walked off the north side of the house. There's a bit of history right here below me. This is Annabelle Brown, LB's wife. There they are together. It says, the spot where this sign has been placed marks the location of Mr. Brown's workshop. This is where Mr. Brown sold Bibles, repaired umbrellas, silvered mirrors, made loans, notarized documents, collected rent payments, offered counseling, and made donations to those in need. The concrete pad and ramp were connected to the back door of his shop. Mr. Brown was a devout Christian and devoted family man. So here you go. This led up to where all that went down. I can see why he was such a remarkable and important man. Look at all he had to do. And with all that involves people, so he helped a lot of people. And you can see it over here and hear it. The house does have air conditioning. I'm sure it didn't back in 1892. I love that they kind of give you some interior shots here of what's behind the wall. There's the dining room and the kitchen. So that would be right here, the dining room and the kitchen. And that's what it looks like. And now on the back side of the house, the east side, I notice a water pump and a well over there. We'll take a look at that. Also another picture, and look at this. Hey Chris the girl, Miss Queen Halloween, who loves her cauldrons. Nice big cauldron here. A cook pot where they would have done some cooking. That is old. That's probably original. Look at this giant cauldron. And I can imagine this was installed sometime after the well. It looks like if it were turned on, it would work. I just had to try it. But the well is actually right there. And it's got a bucket. That's classic looking. Got the pulley, got the rope, got the bucket. But there's a grid blocking the hole. That is an actual well, folks. Wow, that's amazing. Hey Andy, what are you doing at the bottom of the well? I just had to get a Goonies reference in there. And here you go, photographs again, so you can see what's going on inside. We've got the hallway through the front door. That's where we peeked in. The staircase is over there. And then to the left here is the bathroom. So it does have indoor plumbing currently. So right here, right there. Hallway, bathroom. It's cool how they do that. That was very nice of them. And this place is well maintained. It is a historic property. There's all kinds of sheds out here. And of course you got the outhouse. And I believe this might be original. This outhouse is a replica. Oh, okay. Said it too soon. And it is located on the site of the original structure though. So this is where they did all their business right there. Put up on this sign, old ironwork. This looks like an old door to a boiler or something. This stuff's really old rusted metal. Can't make that out. And the chicken coop right by the outhouse. I love that they put a fake chicken in there so we could know what was going on. It's a hen house. And this house right here, very old, sits right behind the LB Brown house, and it looks like someone might live there. There's a no trespassing sign. I'm noticing a lot of peaches on that table, like fresh picked peaches. I think those are peaches. Or mangoes, actually. Those are mangoes. There's a sign here, okay. This 6-room bungalow was built by Lawrence Brown around 1912. It is a typical of the many rental dwellings built by him throughout East Bartow. It was moved from the original location 2 blocks east of here during restoration. So these are the types of housing Mr. Brown built. So back there when it said he was collecting rent, he was collecting rent for buildings like these. People would live in this. And this is the bottom foundation of the LB Brown house. It says pine log total of 18. So this house is sitting, this is what this is saying, it's sitting on a total of 18 pine logs. Also on the corner you have the brick on each corner. That's some very old brick. Some very old pine down there. Oh wow, look at that. Just look underneath there. Yeah, there's a lot of logs. Also the ductwork for the AC. Looks like they routed it through the floor. Absolutely beautiful history sitting right here. I learned something. I love doing this. Getting out and finding places and learning new things. That's what it's all about for me. And also, it's all about taking you guys with me. So I really appreciate you coming along. Wouldn't be the same without you. Thank you so much. And we're not done. I think we should do this. Out of respect for this couple that lived here, we've been showing their house. I think we should go visit them. And right off of Highway 60, just west of town, Evergreen Cemetery. This is the resting place of L.B. Brown. And walking all the way back to the far end of the cemetery, there's a historic sign back here. Not so sure where L.B. Brown and his wife's resting place is. I'm just searching. Maybe it's back here. A lot of road noise from Highway 60. Historic marker reads Evergreen and Palm Cemeteries. Originally named the Bartow Colored Cemetery, the Evergreen Cemetery has served the African American citizens of this area since the founding of Bartow in 1851. It is the oldest documented black cemetery in Polk County, identified by the earliest marked grave of Tamar Moore in 1891. The many unmarked graves suggest burials here since the city's beginning. There are at least 20 interments of those born before the ending of slavery in 1865. Mary Gammon, born in 1817, is the earliest known birth evidenced in both communities. The site was originally owned by Nathan S. Blount and was eventually deeded to the L.O. Gold, who owned the property when the Tamar Moore was buried. His widow, Mrs. B.M. Gold, turned the land and administration over to trustees Colored Cemetery of Bartow, formed by Charles H. Macon, Jack C. Longworth, Clarence C. Johnson, Thomas Gammon, Reverend Miles F. Boone, Reverend A. Laster, Sam Burkett, J.B. Franklin, and Robert Gaydon. That is what the sign reads right here in the cemetery. This was the old Evergreen and Palm Cemetery. Very old, one of the oldest in Bartow County. So it did say back at the house that he was buried in Evergreen Cemetery. So I was a little confused coming over here because that's not the name now. It's just the old Bartow Cemetery. So there we go. Yes, a lot of graves, as the sign said, that cannot be read. Always get a sad feeling. Thankfully, people keep good records, and I'm sure somewhere written down who's all buried here. Some of these graves sit right up on Highway 60 right there. There's a Dodge Chrysler dealership just across the street. Look over here in the shadows. There's one really close right there. Also, there's a warehouse on the other side. Way over there, see that building? I think I might be getting close, but I'm not sure. Way back among the tree line, James Fleming, Corporal U.S. Army, World War II. There's one underneath the palmettos there. I gotta check, it could be the one we're looking for, you never know. Walter Smith. Wow. Oh wow, there's more under here. Oh my gosh, someone needs to come clean this up. Another tomb right by the fence line. You can hear the machinery of the warehouse beyond the fence. And then this one over here is like caving in. Oh wow. Oh my god, you can see the coffin. Holy cow, you can see the coffin. Ooh. All the way back here in the back corner, still no lock. Looks like most of these burials were in the 1970s. So I'm in the wrong era. I just wanted to make sure. There's more tombstones underneath this brush here, guys. Right up here. Recycling company, it looks like. There's one here that just says mother. Look at that. I've been here for 25 minutes. I've done this many of times. I am again lost in another cemetery trying to find something. And I think I'm getting closer. I found the gravesite of Tamar Moore and Andy Moore, of who we just read on that historic sign back there. Andy Moore and Tamar Reed arrived in Polk County from Virginia in 1862 and remained following emancipation in 1865. As husband and wife, they became the first African Americans to own land in Polk County by homesteading an 80-acre farm in the West Bartow area in 1870. And this is their resting place right here. old tombstone. Look at that. Died on March 1891, Tamer did, and then Andy followed in 1900 September 6th. Came to a brighter home where grief cannot come, says it right at the bottom. Okay, out here for an hour, and I was about to give up, and it's always the last place you check, right? And for some reason, this always happens to me. It's always near where I park, and I always tell myself, every time you're doing this, Jay, you're looking for a grave site, looking for a resting place, look next to your car, because it was pretty close. Lawrence B. Brown, Annie Bell Brown, May 24th, 1880, September 15th, 1938, and father, Lawrence B. Brown, September 12th, 1856 to June 16th, 1941. From slavery to community builder, right there. And I'm in between the resting spots here. Check this out. Right here. Took me a while to find you two. Visited your house. We were all there. We just wanted to come out and say hello and pay our respects and thank you for your community service, you two. We come in peace. We just wish to say hello. Also, several other Browns to the right of these two. This one says grandmother. So this was his grandmother, Catherine Brown, born 1827, unknown date, died March 1923. And also there's a Lorenzo Brown over here, which I can only assume may have been their son, October 16, 1912 to April 26, 1959. So we found the Browns. I had to come show this. And I'm glad I got lost because I was able to see a lot of resting places out here before we found it. If I would have found it right away, everything you saw after I came into the cemetery would have never happened. And I always believe things happen for a reason. It's a beautiful place, very peaceful, even with the road noise. It is by far one of the most underkept cemeteries. Actually, it is the most underkept cemetery I've ever been in. My battery died, but I started to say that this is the most underkept cemetery I've ever been to. As you saw, many broken off tombstones, but many trees covering tombs. One was cracked open, you can see the coffin. Why is that? I'm not so sure. I'm just stating the obvious, what I saw today. Maybe it's a very poor cemetery. Whoever's keeping up with this, whoever owns this property, maybe it's a funeral home, maybe they just have a lack of funds, poor for a lack of better terms. That's very sad. I will use my video. I wish I could come out here myself. I wish I could, I mean, my heart's broken with what I saw in here today, but maybe I can do something to help. If anyone knows, maybe a church, maybe Polk County, maybe the city of Polk, anyone watching that knows someone who takes care of cemetery properties, and I know they're out there, if they're watching, if they could share this video, and maybe we can help out. Because there needs to be a lot of work back here. There's a lot of resting places, I would say somewhere over the hundreds. Just needs to be cleaned up. Tree branches cut, mowed, raked, whatever it is. Yeah, so if you know anyone like that, feel free to share my video to help them out. But I just wanted to wrap up here at the end and thank you guys for watching. If it's your first time here, please subscribe below and come on back. This is something I love to do, make videos, so I appreciate it. Florida Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places, a forgotten farm and a forgotten cemetery right here in Bartow. Thanks for watching, guys. I always have to say this, one time I forgot and something spooky happened. Actually, that was recently, not too far from here too. Don't follow me home, my friends. We came in peace and we leave with it. Don't follow me home. Also, know you're awesome. I'm talking to you guys now. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are or what you're going through, there's always much ahead. And as long as you're breathing, you've got time. What you do with that time is solely up to you.